Hello everybody and welcome back to another Let's Play here on GTA World. Hope everyone's having a good week so far. It is Sunday today, so I guess you haven't had a chance to have too much of a week yet, but it is Sunday afternoon here in Canada, Nova Scotia. It is 1:30 p.m. or so. Actually, you can see what time it is in the server actually if you just take 3 hours off of what's posted. So it's actually 1:41 to be exact, and because we're 3 hours behind the server time, which is on regular old GMT 0 time, I do believe. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. The only time it goes, but usually in the winter time, I push back an hour because of the time change, which I don't think they have over there. Like I said, I don't really understand how their system works. They've even got Mother's Day on a different day, all right? So don't judge me if I'm getting any of these facts misconstrued. So, taking the slick top car back out. Last episode, we had the white unmarked Standard, which is a fun patrol. We ended up arresting somebody. That case is going to go to court, I guess, so we'll see how it turns out. There's a lot of evidence stacked against them. So they'll probably just try for slightly lesser charges in a couple instances, but it's going to be hard to get out of Grand Theft Auto, especially when you get the lockpick, the screwdriver. Evading, vehicular endangerment, and everything else is going to be a little hard to get out of those. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what the case comes down to at the end. Should be an interesting one to watch. Doesn't usually take very long, I don't think, anymore for the courts to get through, and takes a few days to get it started. But yeah, like I said, with the dash cam footage and everything, makes it very easy, especially where I'm recording. Makes my cases a lot easier if they happen during the time that I'm recording a Let's Play as well. 99% of the time, people just plead guilty, because then you're only in jail like a day or 2 days, your character is. But if you plead not guilty, you have to pay like a huge bond. Then you also have to deal with the court case on the form and stuff like that. So there's a little bit more effort involved for not guilty cases in that sense. I mean, it is what it is that way. That's the way it works. But if you want to try and get out of some charges, but to be honest, if you committed the crime and you know there's evidence against you, in my opinion, doesn't make a whole lot of sense to go the not guilty way, because you're just going to make it a lot more work for yourself in the end. I do believe in saying that. It's just going to make it a lot more work for yourself and for others as far as form work and stuff goes. They're already overloaded, especially with certain cases that are pretty cut and dry, even like this one. But like I said, some people do like try and go for that lesser charge, which is understandable. So 400 players online at the moment here on GTA World as we slowly approach that peak hour here in about 2 hours. I probably won't be online when they hit that. I almost took out the Standard with the fully marked Standard with the light bar, but no, we took our old classic. Seems to be our ride, this one does. People just know it's us when we're coming. There are a couple other people in the faction, or in the division, that drive this fairly often as well, but 90% of the time I seem to be the one that takes it out, because I was the one that washed it last time and put the gasoline in it that it currently still has. So that's good. Keeping her filled up, keeping her shiny, as we always say. You can't have a dirty Standard in a patrol. I think they just finished a pursuit as well, I believe, right before I got on. We'll see what we get for action today. Could be a calm one, could be a busy one. Haven't even seen anybody else yet, really, to be honest, even though we just did a very quick drive-through. Just like I said, with the servers under like 500 players, things do tend to be pretty quiet as far as that goes. Also, my car in real life, I thought I was going to be excited and get a new high-voltage battery soon, but apparently those that are ordering them in Canada are being told that the parts wait is probably going to be until October or November, which really friggin' sucks, because I'd like to have a new battery, a plug-in hybrid battery in that car, and every time I see a new underground color, that dark gray underground color Camry, the new 2025 ones, I get just a little closer to calling Ford and telling them I want the car bought back and then go buy one of those. But it sucks because I'd have a bit of a car payment getting one of those. And the way the economy's... He's flying. And with the way the economy's going nowadays, don't think car payment's such a good idea. Also, on the regular GTA World forum under suggestion, I did put in an actual suggestion to either A, remove the server-sided sirens, because... Okay, this guy's getting pulled over. to remove the server-sided sirens or to replace it with a higher quality one, which I suggested in the forum thread, because the ones we have on the server are not that good. Let's just be honest. All right. What are these people doing? I could tell you could sit here all day and just knock off traffic violations. I always do that /me because they can't always see my radio, so that way they know I'm not ignoring them and just kind of sitting here twiddling my thumbs. I'm actually doing something. Yeah, that guy came flying around the corner. He's definitely getting a negligent operation charge. Identification plate YZR 067. Kalen Sullivan is the owner. They don't have any criminal points. They were previously arrested for possession of a controlled substance and resisting arrest on March 26th, so not that long ago. Can you guys believe also the first week April's over? Insane. She's seen the traffic patch. She knows she's in trouble. She knows she has lost. She doesn't really have much of a record. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. Do we feel evil or do we feel nice right now? Hopefully this episode I don't type in code 7 Charles because I keep having a brain fart and hitting the wrong key on the keyboard. That'd be a nice thing. Think that'd be nice. This is the start of the patrol. We're gonna give her a warning, but you better not screw it up again. All right, traffic stop is complete. And that's done.
Rear traffic. Rear traffic.
Holy, they're flying.
Cutting across towards Davis. Davis underneath. This is approaching Davis underneath. Couple seconds. Traffic, traffic, traffic. Continuing all the way, cutting across towards Davis Avenue. Towards Innocence. He's going to Capitol and Davis.
As above again. We're now westbound Capitol, gone past Medical Center. We're heading towards Innocence, incorrect lane travel. We're on Strawberry South. We're now back on Innocence, northeast, merging north on Elgin. Slowing down underneath the Olympic Freeway. U-turn.
So that crash you just saw on the video there, I responded to the mutual aid 1 backup, was a pursuit. The sheriff cruiser, for whatever reason, did not spawn in until the last second and appeared right in front of the police cruiser there, the LSPD cruiser, and it caused the collision. So if you rewind it there, you can see, and they crashed as I was about to look behind me to see what's happening behind me, make sure everything was good, because I always keep check on my surroundings when I'm driving at high speeds. That sheriff cruiser just popped out of nowhere and they crashed, so they had an admin void the situation, and rightfully so. This guy's doing 80 miles an hour. We're going to go after him. He's toast. But yeah, an admin rightfully voided that situation. This guy is going. All right. Got him doing 88 miles an hour. All right. I think this is supposed to be like their Jeep Patriot or something, maybe, or the Jeep Cherokee. They only have an illegal parking ticket, but yeah, not great. 88 miles an hour is almost excessive speeding. Mr. Pitts, gotta love it. Imagine if that was the teacher's name. Yeah, it's a perfect spot to run radar there where I was parked. You kidnap people all day if you want. I am going to issue him a speeding citation. I was already nice once. We're going to lose our niceness here. All right. All right. 2 traffic stops we've already nailed. All right, another traffic stop done. So we're back on patrol. There is the scene from Mutual Aid 1. Wow, lots of cruisers there still. I don't know what he was wanted for, but it must have been something good, because that is a ton of units. Also, I'm not sure how many units SD usually has online. It seems like they usually have a fair amount, but I figure it's probably a hairline less than what we do. I could be wrong. Like, just for reference, this is 5 p.m. in-game. We got this many units online, which, to be honest, this is actually a little more than what we normally have by probably 15-20%. So not really sure if anyone, but like, I'm not sure how many people SD usually has online. I've always been curious. Maybe someone can give me a reference in the comments that is an SD or maybe used to be an SD, because I am curious to kind of see like the faction sizes between the two. Not that it really matters. I'm just interested for more than anything. Kind of chilling right now, nothing too chaotic going on. Almost at the 500 player marker here as we surpass 5 p.m. in game. I've been online now 40 minutes actually, believe it or not. Time does go by pretty quick sometimes when you're playing. Some other times maybe not as fast. Just really depends on what's happening. Apparently they role-played a power plant explosion last night or something. I wasn't online for it, so not 100% certain how it went, but sounds kind of interesting there. Now that I'm in traffic, honestly, guys, unless it's the unmarked Scout, I doubt you'll see me driving a Scout hardly at all. Maybe once in a blue moon. Like, even in traffic, the Scout is not that popular, to be honest. We all seem to go for the Torrents or the Standiers 90% of the time. That guy is flying. Radar had him up to 120. We're going to flip around there and follow him. He's already gone. Which way did he go? That way. He doesn't know we're behind him. Who's this? Alright, gonna head over there. Alright. Alright, yeah, this must be from the mutual aid 1 situation. Ah. Alright, there we go. Alright, this must be one of the suspects. All right, so then it sounds like there's one more suspect coming. I think the morning bands come off after tonight too. It's always hard to keep track of that stuff sometimes, especially when you really only play like 2-3 days a week sometimes, and then you're just like, uh-oh, I forgot. All right, one of the suspects got sent to prison, and the other one is getting off without any charges. So that one's done. They're off to prison. Had to wait there for probably a good 30 minutes or so. Just kind of one of those things where you're kind of stuck standing around. There's really not a whole lot to do because our Peely, they're on a hospital bed, not doing so well. So just kind of one of those boring situations, you could definitely say. And they do happen from time to time where you're going to have those stand around situations. All right, we're responding to 2 Lincoln 43 right now. He says he's outnumbered by pedestrians where he's at, so just wants a little bit of crowd control. We're not very far away, so we're going to get there. He's on Vespucci Beach, actually, so we're pretty close to the area. Just going to respond with my lights, just so I can get there at a slightly decent pace. I'm not going to fly through these intersections, but we got a barricade situation. Oh, apparently it's a brawl against deputies.
So Lincoln 55, those 2 males have just run out the back of Palomino Avenue store, getting into a black vehicle, Assistance 2 Top 1. They're getting into a black sedan. Well, I'm just going to be going after the driver here. It's going to be 1 uptime, so occupied Palomino Avenue, Vespucci, northbound. Sticking northbound on Bay City Avenue, eastbound towards Vespucci HQ. entering the strip mall area, sticking north. Let's keep it sticking all the way north. Total loss of DC.
Did you lose VC?
User joined your channel.
Hello? Anyone?
Yeah, I can confirm we lost visual on this.
Okay.
It's a black sedan. I don't know the make or model. I'll throw up a crime broadcast, but it's going to be very limited. If there's no objection from supervisor, I think we're suitable to clear.
Yeah, we're clear.
User left your channel. User left your channel. User left your channel.
Well, that sucks. They got away this time. I think it was announced incorrectly which road they went on the first time because we all went north, then we were already gone. It said Vespucci HQ, and I was just like to myself for a second because we're all on the line there. I'm like, something doesn't sound quite right there because he said he was going up Palomino Ave, but the cop took a left, so I don't know. I think the wrong road got called out really quick. And it just kind of threw everything out just a little bit. It happens. There's so many different road names on this server and everything. It makes it very difficult to keep up with what roads are what, no matter how long you've been here, to be honest, especially when you're trying to update a pursuit like that and the roads are just constantly changing one after the other. All right. Kind of chilling again now. Nothing too crazy happening. Those guys got away pretty quick. All right, 2 Lincoln 43 has a unit related to the scene that was down on Vespucci Beach, so we're going to try and get there quick. Action's starting to pick up now. Almost there. We're gonna wait here just in case they decide to take off. What are these guys doing? I had no clue, man. I just send people to prison. I don't go there. All right. Is the weather nice? Yeah, we'll leave the window down. It's warm again, 23 degrees. Apparently now they use a real-life weather system, so whatever the weather is in LA, it'll be in-game. Don't think they're going to take off. This is them. Oh my god. Shit. Come on, guys. Go, 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 go. He just took off. That guy is gone. My car was back too far. There was no hope in hell. No hope of getting him. Should have stuck with my gut and stayed in the car. Yeah, so lots of gang activity down here then is what these are related to. He didn't stop. Yeah, that dude's long gone. Alright. This guy seems like he's a fun one. My God. You on drugs, he says. Oh my God, Mina. This had her pulled over earlier. Just gonna stay behind him here. He's going to be a fun one to process. Alright, you guys, I hope you all enjoyed this Let's Play, and I will see you all for the next one. Have a good one, everybody.